So today I want to talk about the true unsung hero of my studio. You've seen them in basically every video. It's not these pieces of gear here, it's these Quik-Lok laptop stands. I've had two of these in the studio since like 2020, I think. When I was looking around for pieces of gear that could properly support a MacBook, these were the best option, the Quik-Lok laptop stand. And to be clear, this video is not sponsored in any way. I've never worked with Quik-Lok. I bought these on Amazon. I have an affiliate link in the description of basically every video I make, but I have no relationship with this company. Although if they did want to work with me, I super would, because I like working with companies whose products I believe in, and I very much like these laptop stands. Not just for laptops, but for gear of all sorts. You see, one of the questions I get all the time on like every video I post that has these in it is, what stand is that? What is your iPad on? What is the Digitact on? What is the machine on? What's the Mini Freak on? And it's this Quik-Lok laptop stand. Every time. Every time. The only other stand I really use in my studio is this Amazon Basics keyboard stand right there. Otherwise, it's these two Quik-Lok laptop stands. And they are essentially the backbone of what I consider my modular studio. And when I say modular, I don't mean in the sense of modular synthesizers or synthesis, where you're taking individual modules and chaining them together with control voltage. That's a world I've so far managed to avoid diving into, thankfully, for my wallet and for my sanity. But these stands have allowed me to have different pieces of gear in different locations for different creative setups without having a lot of space to actually accommodate a ton of gear, which is really crucial for me because my workspace here is also where I work. And this space over here is where my music gear is. And it's much bigger than my last studio and some of the other places I've lived, but it's still nice to be able to flexibly and creatively arrange my gear. For example, as seen in last week's video, we have the Digitact 2, the Chroma console, and the ACS-1 guitar amp and cab simulator set up here on this stand. And in this way I can plug a guitar directly into this, run it through the amp sim into the Chroma console, and then sample directly into the Digitact. And all of this is handled on a single Quik-Lok stand. If I remember right, I actually went with these stands because my homie Kirill, who's awesome and actually tours with Zach Bryan now, which is crazy. We were roommates back in 2018 and 2019, and he really recommended these Quik-Lok stands specifically for laptops, but it turns out they're the right size for the Ableton Push. Here, I'll go put it back on here. Someone recently commented, it almost looks like you bought a stand that's perfectly sized for the Push. And it basically is. Fits right on there. It's pretty amazing. And they tilt forward like this. And as long as your gear has either magnets or feet, the gear will stay on. I learned the hard way that sometimes it won't, and that's embarrassing. But for the most part, it does. They also get pretty tall. So if I loosen this here and raise this up, I can go about here, and then I can go here. And so for videos where I'm talking to the camera and showcasing gear, it's really nice to have the gear at level when I'm standing or low when I want to talk and sit down. And so yes, I've been using these for years, enjoying them for years, and they're basically perfect. I think they are about $40 to $50. And until very recently, I could have unequivocally, without any reservations, recommended these. However, in a cruel twist of fate, like many other pieces of gear before it, I have found weak points. And in this case, it is this stand's ability to stay up. If I raise this stand up, I have to tighten this a lot harder than I used to when I first got it. And there's still a good chance it won't really handle the weight. Now I'm putting extra pressure here than I normally would, but back in the day, this would have definitely stood up. And now, even left to its own devices, I've left it over other pieces of gear and come back home to it being slammed on top of the gear, which is really not good. I believe that this one specifically has reached the end of its life. Does that mean these devices are not great? I don't think so. And I should actually check the warranty, but I would be surprised if it was a 4-year warranty. And 4 years of literally constantly supporting gear, because I basically always have stuff on these, that's pretty good for 50 bucks, right? I mean, this pedal is $250. I think it's okay to spend a little bit of money on the gear. And now, is it excusable that it's not working? I don't know. I don't know what it's expected to be able to work. I guess I could read the spec sheet again, but truthfully, I feel like I got more than my money's worth out of this. And if it now has to be a stand that stays down here, it's not ideal, but it's hard to be too mad at it. And so would I buy them again? Absolutely. In fact, that's basically my plan. After I edit and release this video, I'm probably gonna go straight onto Amazon and buy 2 more of these, or at least 1 more of these to replace this, because I actually think this one's doing okay for now. And when the time comes and this one dies, I will run straight back to Quik-Lok because they've just been great for me. Even with this issue I still think they're awesome, especially for the price. Oftentimes, YouTubers will couch recommendations with, depending on how much money you have or value is subjective. And yeah, those things are always true, and I've done it before. I'll probably do it again. But when it comes to these Quik-Lok laptop stands, I think they're worth it no matter your budget. I just think you get what you pay for and more. Even with this issue, I almost feel like if I reached out to their support, they might even help me, and I haven't done that. I haven't even given them the chance to help me in that way. And maybe I will. But honestly, for 50 bucks, 60 bucks, I'll probably just buy it again. 4 years of constantly, literally supporting my channel. I think it's done its service. I'm very proud of it. I'm very grateful for it. And we might have to do a beautiful funeral for this guy and sing Time to Say Goodbye with some synthesizers. But anyway, hopefully that answers the question I get on basically every video I post. What is that gear stand? It is the Quik-Lok laptop stand. I have 2 of them. They've been fantastic for the last few years. And like I said, one of them is kind of dying, but even still, if it fully dies or even now, I'll probably just replace it with another one because that's how good I think they are. So I wanted to keep it really honest and show you that yes, sometimes they fail, sometimes there's problems with them, but this is the first I'm really seeing of this. In one of my Poly and Play videos, that was the first time I saw it kind of fall in real time, and I included that in the video. So that is 3.5 years before any sign of issue with constant usage. To me, that's pretty great. We're not talking about a synthesizer, right? We're talking about a $50 laptop stand / gear stand. So yeah, I'll be buying another one of these. If you are interested in them, like I said, I'm not partnered with Quik-Lok. This is not a sponsored video, but I do have an Amazon affiliate link that I would be stoked if you used because I get a small percentage of that purchase if you are buying these. And if you find something else you want to buy, by all means do that. Or if you're just watching because you're a fan, hi, welcome, thanks for being here. Anyway, huge thank you to everyone who's liked and subscribed, who's followed the guidance of the sign my roommates got me years ago that I finally have back up in the studio. And an additional huge thank you to everyone who's checked out my album, There's Something Better. I'm working on my second album that I've been working on forever, but making good progress on it. It just means so much to see the audience grow here on YouTube. We're getting really close to 13,000 subscribers already, which is crazy. And then obviously on Spotify, Apple Music, and all these other places you can listen to my music. Seeing this audience grow and seeing you all care about what I do at all or what I have to say, it kind of blows my mind every week. So thank you again. And yeah, shout out to Quik-Lok. See, sturdy. It didn't fall. I was curious if I could make this one fall. I couldn't. That's how they've always been until this one, so. And I don't always smack them. That was for a bit. Thank you so much for watching. I've got some awesome video ideas in the pipeline, but I did want to finally make this video, this quick video, no pun intended, that I've been wanting to make for months and months, showcasing these stands because I get questions about them all the time. All right, I'll catch you next week. Peace.